Welcome to the Game Hangover, where we talk about video games and nothing but video games. We are your hosts, Michael and Brie, and today it is just the two of us again. And today we'll be talking about two somewhat similar games. Well, actually, no. You know what? They're similar games. It's made by the same people. I cannot remember exactly who are they. Is it
Rockstar Games.
Nope, never mind. Rockstar. We are talking about Rockstar Games. I will be finally pulling my Yeehaw card and talking about Red Dead 2, and Michael will be talking about GTA 5.
Yeah.
5.
GTA V.
Okay.
What? Okay.
So, are you excited for GTA 6 though?
I am. I keep watching the trailer because that is one of the best video game trailers I guess I've seen for an open world game.
I don't think I've seen the full trailer. I know I've seen teasers and stuff.
Wait. I'm gonna cut this part out, but I'll show you the trailer right now.
Yeah.
Because we have time.
Yeah. Do we have plenty of time?
Do you want to hit pause on the
Sure.
thing actually?
Yeah.
Under the record button. Yeah. So in the trailer, it's established that Jason and Lucia both have an existing relationship to each other as lovers.
Yeah, we do see that.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Which kind of leads the fan base to already speculate the ending, which would kind of be either a Bonnie and Clyde situation, where they drive off a cliff, or one of them has to betray the other one. Which seems more in GTA fashion, because it's established that Jason is an ex-cop, but also an ex-convict, and the main cop guy in the trailer gives a good visual representation to Dutch from Red Dead 2. Yeah. So
good stuff.
it's causing fans to speculate that Jason's gonna be undercover, working with the police, and at the end, there's going to be a choice you make either as Jason or Lucia, where you have to kill Jason or kill Lucia.
Yeah.
Or turn one in or whatever. I don't know.
Turn one or the other in, yeah.
Or maybe there could be a death wish option, like there was in 5 again. So.
Yeah. No, I haven't. So, as a kid, and still now, my dad always had this one thing. Never had me play any mature games unless he knew that they were okay. I never played GTA at all. I never had GTA 5, never had GTA 4.
The nice part about the GTA games, you don't need to play any of the other games to play one.
Yeah.
There are Easter eggs and references to the other games in a bunch of the games, but you don't solely need to play the series to play a game. You can go, because I started out with 4. I started out with GTA 4, made my way to 5, and then I'm going to be playing 6 when it comes out.
Yeah.
I already have it pre-ordered. So.
I might start playing 6.
Yeah.
It's just that my dad had a limit with games, and whenever I turned 17 or 18, or 17 or 18, well, a little younger than that, because I played Batman Arkham Knight, and I think
which
Mortal Kombat as well.
I just won 20% at Batman Arkham Knight, by the way.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna work for my 240% completion now.
Nice.
Because I just finished all the Riddler trophies last night. I love doing those so much.
I hate doing those.
I love them.
I hate them.
I just love doing collectible stuff in video games. And,
I like specific collectible stuff, but Arkham Knight's Riddler trophies, son of a bitch.
Listen, I don't mind them. Because at the end, once you get all of them and you fight Riddler, it's so satisfying.
Yeah, no,
and you can't do it, and you can't activate Nightfall Protocol until you collect all the Riddler
trophies. Complete Gotham's Most Wanted. No, yeah.
Most Wanted is optional, because that's a DLC.
Sorry, I was talking about the regular ones. I think that was Gotham's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Gotham's Most Wanted. And yeah, that's what leads to the 120 instead of the 100%. Is the DLC.
Yeah.
And the 240 instead of the 200%.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, that's good. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
But no, I still to this day I haven't even played the GTA game, and I might break that and go on the GTA 6.
Oh yeah, 6 is gonna be massive.
I was about to say it looks good. Like that's gonna be a PS5 game.
It's set in Florida.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I can see that now because GTA 5 was taking place in what, like LA?
GTA 5 was the GTA equivalent of Los Angeles, which is called Los Santos in the game.
Okay.
GTA 4 took place in what's called Liberty City, which subs in for New York City.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the map in GTA 6. Hold on, let me look it up. But it's a bigger map than 5. Yeah. So, if you know how big the map is in 5, GTA 6 is bigger.
I think I might have seen what the map looked like in 5.
And there's more cities. So, as opposed to GTA 5 where there's just one city, GTA 6 has like multiple cities scattered throughout its map. But you want to talk about giant open world maps? I got to talk about Just Cause one of these episodes.
Sure, I think I've seen some gameplay from that, but I'm pretty sure that game is huge.
It is.
Yeah.
The map, oh my god, I can't even begin. And for like, it's a way smaller game than GTA.
Yeah.
But it's like way bigger of a map. GTA 6.
But I think Red Dead 2 takes place in between Vermont and New Hampshire, but I think it's before that Vermont became a thing and split in half.
Oh, the main name for the GTA 6 map is Leonida, which subs in for Florida.
Huh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's gonna be great.
But no, it takes place. Huh.
What?
Never mind. It might take place throughout multiple states in the U.S.
What?
Like for example, there's a spot called New Austin. It takes place in Texas.
Yep. That is supposed to be multiple states because Le Moyne is supposed to be Louisiana.
Yeah.
And I think New Austin is supposed to be New Mexico.
Yeah.
However, that's gonna work because they're completely separate. But
Amberino, inspired by areas like Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. Yep. New Hangover, Kansas, and Oklahoma.
Hanover.
Shut up. West. I have an energy drink in hand.
New Hangover. No. Oh my god.
No. No. West Elizabeth. Areas that draw from California. Le Moyne, based on Louisiana. Saint Denis and the city that is in Le Moyne.
Saint Denis.
Saint Denis.
Saint Denis. Yeah.
Model after New Orleans. New Austin, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. Nuevo I'm gonna butcher
Nuevo
that.
Paraiso, whatever. Yeah. But
it's just fictional parts of Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah.
And that was just in one.
And and Guarma.
Guarma's
in 2.
Guarma, I think, is an actual island.
An island chain that is not based on Cuba, but rather on places like Haiti and the Dominican Republic.
I know Tahiti's a real place in real life.
What, Haiti?
Tahiti.
No, Tahiti.
Tahiti is real. Because I remember finding out, and I'm like, wait, it's actually a real place?
That's funny. Are we going to Tahiti?
Aren't we going to Tahiti?
Okay, alright.
Bruh.
So, I have painstakingly, last night, because I couldn't finish my notes. I had a late night soccer game to stream, and we lost. So, I literally, let me just start saying stuff I wrote down. This game is the best game I've ever played, and it is the only game I really cry for. I don't cry a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know that.
Oh yeah.
I don't cry a lot, and there's
Arthur's Last Ride.
Oh, don't no. I'm going to get so emotional over that right now, I swear. Game takes place in 1899, and even though it is called Red Dead 2, the Red Dead 1 game is taking place in 1901. So basically, this is
100 years before 9/11.
That's Michael.
Listen, I gotta slip it in somehow.
No. Okay. All right. What the fuck? Oh my god. Game takes place in 1999, where the Vanderlyn gang takes Is it 8? It should be 1889 or something like that. Where the Vanderlyn gang.
I think it's 1888 or no, 1899. You're right.
I think it might be 1899.
1899,
but it isn't 1899, but literally that doesn't make any sense.
Why?
Because in the epilogue, it's about I want to say 5 years after Arthur's death, and then you play as John, and Jack is more grown up.
Okay. I think 1899 is the epilogue setting actually. I want to say 1888.
I was about to say it should be 18. It might be 1880, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Because then not much time passes after Arthur dies. And
no,
maybe 1890. We'll do median.
Yeah,
median
probably.
Ground, say 1890.
Because
Because I know in Red Dead 1, when Jack grows up, it's the start of the 1900s.
Yeah.
Which would be when cars started coming into circulation.
Yeah. They were called automobiles. But no, I'm looking at the date, and I'm like, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
So again, it takes place in that year where the Vanderlyn gang had a disastrous robbery in a town called Blackwater.
Love Blackwater.
In all caps, we don't touch Blackwater until the epilogue, and when we have to save Sean. Period. we don't touch Blackwater.
Yeah.
Because there is nothing there that needs to be done for us, and we have money stored away there, but and Dutch really wants to go back to go grab it.
Yeah.
And
oh my god, I fucking hate Dutch so much.
Just you wait.
I liked him at first, but I hate him.
Just you wait.
I know.
I have listed names and in parentheses little notes that I would say. So
you can buy all the roster for this.
I basically did. Mainly with the main characters. The supporting characters I didn't do as much. I did more important characters.
Mm-hmm.
And a few here and there. So Dutch Vanderlyn. Fuck you, dude. Arthur Morgan. I said, hot stuff. I want to cosplay him. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my gosh.
John Marston. A dumbass in the beginning, but I grew to like him.
I'm John Marston!
Yeah.
I'm John Marston!
Hosea Matthews helped keep Dutch in place, but sadly dies due to Dutch's decision with the Pinkertons.
Yup.
Lenny Summers dies with Hosea too. He was an amazing character, and I loved him.
Lenny!
Never mind. Bill Williamson. Fuck him, he's an idiot.
Well, which, in reality, Bill is also short for William, so his name is technically William Williamson.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a dumbass fucking name.
I know. He's an absolute idiot in this game. Absolute idiot.
Yeah, I'm glad you killed him. I'm glad you get to kill him in one.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Javier Escuela
Mm-hmm.
gets arrested in the first Red Dead game. Never really liked him.
I kind of did.
He plays good music in the camp.
Even in the end, I kind of like him because when he's with the group aiming their guns at Arthur,
that's true. He's facing them in the air. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because he doesn't actually want to do it.
No, he doesn't want to shoot any of his own gang members. Yeah. Sean McGuire. He's interesting. Dies in chapter 3.
Mind blowing.
Oh my god. Literally. Literally mind blowing.
He got his mind blown.
Oh my god. Oh.
In the town of Rhodes. He saw something that got his mind blown.
Okay. All right. Charles Smith survives.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked him. He was a good character.
Ambiguous as well as to where he ended up.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
I thought they said they were hinting toward Canada, but that might be Sadie. I don't know.
No, I think that is him actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Sadie, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Josiah Trelawney, I think he survives. He has a secret family and he's weird.
Yeah.
He's looking at I'm looking at him he's looking at me like he doesn't know it. I'm like, dude.
Arthur.
Stop. Arthur,
come over here.
you want to go rob a stagecoach?
Oi, Arthur, you want to go rob a stagecoach?
He's so weird. He's such an interesting character. Abigail Roberts gets married to John and has a kid with John.
She's one of my favorite characters.
She is a good character. She's probably one of the best
she's very
outside of Sadie, she's one of the best women characters.
She's very misunderstood.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And she's one of the most badass women aside from Sadie Adler.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Davy Callender dies at the very beginning of the game. We literally see his body, so that's why I'm counting him.
Davy.
If literally the first line, I think it's from Molly, where she goes, "Davy's dead."
Dave's dead.
Davy's dead, and they put coins on his eyes, and literally there's a YouTuber that I watch who looks like, oh, is Davy getting the spa? She edited having cucumbers on his eyes.
Dave's dead.
Yeah, Dave's dead.
Dave's dead.
Jack Marston, Abigail's and John's kid. Turns into an absolute badass in the epilogue of Red Dead 1.
Yeah.
Dude is a beast.
He's the only character in the whole series we actually see grow up from
absolutely.
child to adult.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, Uncle Arthur. Oh my god. Karen Jones. She's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Beth Gaskill. I did not know that was her last name. Gaskill. She's emotional.
She kills the gas. Yeah.
All right. Kieran Duffy. I grew to like him.
Yeah, I did too.
And it sucked that he died in chapter 4.
Let me say that scene with him riding on the horse, beheaded, holding his own head.
That was something.
That was cool.
Yeah.
It was creepy, but it was cool.
It was creepy. It was also like the biggest oh shit moment.
Yeah.
So but no, I said in my notes is an O'Driscoll member but turned in the first chapter. Since we literally hog tie on.
But he's not an O'Driscoll.
He keeps saying he's like I ain't no O'Driscoll no more.
I ain't no O'Driscoll.
I ain't no O'Driscoll. Bro, stop it. Leopold Strauss. Fuck that guy.
Hate him. Kill him.
He's what gives us tuberculosis.
He's the reason Arthur died.
He's the reason Arthur fucking dies. Micah Bell. Ooh, let me tell you, when I wish I was in this game, the first person I want to shoot is this guy.
I wish we had a choice to just leave him in the strawberry jail and hang.
I know,
But the game forces us to break him out.
The game forces us to break him out, and it's the worst. Whenever you play it the second time, you're like, I don't want to save this guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm actually disgusted when I have to go save him.
I am so my body just goes and just drops into
here we
my
go.
bed.
Time to get a bounty in strawberry.
Here we go. Time to get a bounty in strawberry in the town where you barely even know anything.
Yeah.
And it's not a horrible town.
Time to have to pay freaking $50 to clear out my bounty.
True. Yeah. Molly O'Shea.
Mm-hmm.
She was a bitch and had a relationship with Dutch, and then. Okay, so we know Swanson by Swanson. I figured out his first name. Orville Swanson.
Orville's crazy.
And I said in my little parentheses, I said in all caps, This guy's name is Orville.
Bro's name is Orville. That's crazy.
It is insane. And then Sadie Adler, I wrote in all caps as well for this. She fine as fuck. Like, let me get in on that, bro. She was like, I ain't wearing no dress or staying at camp being a damn housewife. I'ma get me a gun and fight with these men. Hello.
I can't.
So.
Yeah, no, like she's also one of my favorite characters.
She like seriously says, like gives you the biggest middle finger to basically being a woman.
Her character evolution is insane.
I love her character evolution. She goes from being a traumatized, like, POS,
a traumatized housewife,
who literally went hunting with her husband. Mm-hmm. Her husband dies from the O'Driscolls, and throughout like chapter 2, she does nothing.
Yeah,
nothing. Chapter 1, she'll sit there and wallow. Chapter 2, she'll sit there and wallow. Chapter 3, she's starting to get up and starting to move around. And then we go into the mission where we have to go pick up groceries in Rhodes.
Yep.
And Sadie's like, all right, let me come with you. And then she deadass gets a whole new outfit without skipping a beat.
Yep.
And picks up a gun. She goes, all right, who we robbing next? And we're like, whoa, no. Put that down.
Which I also gotta say, I like how this game doesn't take itself too seriously, because there are some funny bits.
There
in the
are
game.
some hilarious moments. There's been a couple of times where I've been wanting to watch memes of Red Dead 2, and I love them because they're so funny. Like literally, you know the whole bit where John can't swim.
Yeah.
There was a meme I saw of like a person being afraid of water, and someone wrote, "That's John."
Yep. There's some funny moments in the story, I will say.
Yeah.
And,
there's some hilarious moments in the story, and I love
Hola,
it.
por favor. That's what Dutch says.
Yeah, that's true.
Hola, por favor.
That's true.
In the most American accent.
I never got to fill out the Guarma chapter. I only made it to chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have finished those, but it was like getting really late. All right, and then Simon Pearson. Bro is Gordon Ramsay. He is the cook.
Pearson is actually kind of a cool character. I like him.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He survives, and he actually becomes the the store owner for Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Susan Grimshaw dies in chapter 6. Wasn't horrible. Was the boss of the woman. Tilly Jackson, loved her.
Yep.
Survives and marries a lawyer and has a kid. Like, girl,
good for her.
Like, girl, you better work. And then last but not least, Uncle, absolute fucking idiot.
I got lumbago.
I got lumbago. Like, fuck your lumbago and help me build this house. Like,
I can't help you out there. I got lumbago.
Oh my god, shut up, dude. Like Uncle needs to shut up. And then here are the villains. Colm O'Driscoll, leader of the rival gang, the O'Driscolls. Also a piece of shit. We get to literally watch him hang in chapter 6.
Yes, and that's a really fun mission.
It's actually oddly satisfying.
You, Dutch, and Sadie go undercover.
You do. You're the sniper.
Well,
Arthur's the sniper.
Yeah, and then Dutch. Well, they're dressed as security.
Dutch and Arthur are dressed
officers.
as security officers, and Sadie's in like this bright yellow dress, and I think she's like looking around, going like, I hate this.
Yeah, she's also trying to blend into the crowd, so that's why she's in a dress.
Yeah.
But then Arthur and Dutch spot someone on top of the roof. They know it's gonna be a sniper trying to sabotage the event and shoot Colm down.
Free Colm, yeah.
So Arthur goes up behind him and then takes the sniper down, and then my favorite part of that is when Colm starts looking around and realizes that Arthur's on the roof instead.
Arthur's on the roof,
and then Arthur
waving.
Yeah, Arthur just stands up and waves, and it's so fucking great.
And he's just like, because he has a rag in his mouth. And he's like.
And then Dutch also has one of the O'Driscolls, like.
Dutch and Sadie have the O'Driscolls.
They both have O'Driscolls
at
gunpoint, in a deadlock.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, and then whenever they hang, whenever Colm hangs, Sadie screams, she goes, "Finally you get to watch somebody you care about die. You ruined my life." And then, like, she basically made you guys literally have to escape.
I gotta say, I love, like,
it's such a good mission. I love it.
I love Sadie's voice as well.
Oh my god,
like,
yes.
Her voice is like, I like the raspiness of it.
Yes.
But also like the accent that she has.
Yes.
It just like pairs really well with the raspiness.
Oh, absolutely. Andrew Milton, leader of the Pinkertons. They are this detective agency. And I absolutely despise him.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I hate him too.
Hate him.
Fuck that guy.
Abigail kills him in chapter 6.
Yeah. I'm so glad.
My queen. Alberto Fusar. I literally just said chapter 5 only.
Yep. That's the Guarma villain.
That's the Guarma villain that we have to take care of.
Which also, the ending to the Guarma sequence is badass because you're shooting cannonballs out of a cannon at this ship. And oh my god, the music.
Insane.
Oh my god.
Insane. Yeah.
Like, it's like Angelo said, goosebumps.
This game was made in 2018. 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is also one of the only exceptions because I didn't turn 18 until 21.
Okay.
And I think this is one of the only exceptions of my dad's limit. And I'm so grateful that he did that because this is one of my all-time favorite video games.
I never had restrictions, so
he just had a limit.
Yeah.
Like there was a point where he didn't want me to go any further in more adulthood games that would have like nudity or like any slurs or anything.
Like
anything in it.
My family. Oh my god, stupid sirens. But my family. They didn't really care what I play, to be honest, and it hasn't really impacted me. Like, look at where I am today.
It's sort of, I guess you could say it sort of shaped my personality a little bit because I was happy-go-lucky for a good while.
Yeah.
Until I got into like Twin on Pilots, Red Dead 2, Batman, DC Comics.
I'm what I call a soul absorber. So that way, because video game characters can kind of rub off on me.
Yeah.
Like Arthur.
Same here.
Because I really want to be a good person.
I want to cosplay him so bad. I want his hat.
But I never really took video games too seriously because you get all these people saying, "Oh, video games make people violent." No, people make people violent. Video games don't do that.
Video games don't do that. They actually made me learn a good bit.
They actually
taught me some good things.
They are actually a lot more beneficial than people think because one, it develops critical thinking.
It does.
Two, hand-eye coordination and hand reflexes.
Absolutely.
And it develops your memory because eventually you're not going to be looking at the controller when you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't look at my controller at all when I'm playing.
No,
like,
me neither.
I have all the buttons like mapped out on my hands.
Yeah.
Like, give me an Xbox controller right now. I can feel any button and tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I could do that. I could do that with a PS5 controller. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a Switch controller.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've learned a good bunch from video games. I've been inspired to become a better person from video games. I've these games have basically formatted my personality. Mm-hmm. And even though I used to be a happy-go-lucky person, wearing blue, wearing pink. I do wear blue. Don't wear pink. There will be small times where you'll be seeing me wear pink.
Yeah.
That's it. But I used to be like happy-go-lucky, and now I am basically just an emo. So
Red Dead 2 basically taught me how to prioritize my wants. Because like in the game, Arthur wants to leave the group because Dutch starts going berserk.
Dutch after Hosea passes away, that's whenever he realizes that he needs to get out because he doesn't Dutch doesn't have his right hand man with him anymore. It's Micah going into his ear and saying, "We should be doing this crazy shit," and basically getting everyone here killed. Mm-hmm. So that's basically
because Micah was the rat, like as Arthur calls him.
Yeah. Micah was the rat. Period. Mm-hmm. We learn that in chapter 6 because Milton tells us. And I, again, love Arthur. I want to meet the voice actor so much, so badly, and say, I hate you because you made me cry.
Oh my god.
You made me cry. But no, let's finish the list. Catherine Braithwaite. In all caps. Bitch.
My sons gave him to Angelo Bronte.
All my sons gave him to Angelo Bronte. Like, shut up. Like, this is why we burn your house down. Speaking of Bronte, Angelo Bronte.
Yep. Which I didn't care for him too much. He was kind of a confusing character.
He was a confusing, interesting character.
I did like dropping him in the water and letting him get eaten by gators though. That was kind of cool.
That was Dutch doing it. Dutch basically
we were
drowned
there.
him in the swamp and
we
then
were there,
dumped him.
yeah.
But I said, bro sucked, lol. But he was easy to defeat after infiltrating his place. Leviticus Cornwall. We rob his train. Period.
We rob his train. We rob his ship.
Wait, yeah, the boat with the gambling boat, right? That's Cornwall's boat.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Cornwall's boat. Yeah. And then last but not least, Lee Gray has a rivalry with Catherine and is the sheriff of Rhodes.
Yep.
Supporting characters. Eagle flies. He either dies or just barely survives. I cannot remember which one because I know
he dies.
Okay, he dies.
He dies because Rain's Fall goes into a kind of depression about it.
Okay.
For a bit at least. But,
yeah. Speaking of Rain's Fall. Hercule Fontaine. He's in chapter 5. And Mary Linton. She's important.
Oh, I love Mary.
Because she was Arthur's former lover.
Which I really wish Arthur got back with her.
I really wish. Like, I wish that this was the part.
I wish they had a secret fifth ending where after a series of like different events, you can like just retire from the life and just live with Mary.
Just live with Mary.
Yeah.
Dude, you do all the side missions with Mary, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, especially the one in Saint Denis, where literally you go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Well, not the movie theater. You just go to the theater and watch like magic and stuff. It's you can either heckle or like clap.
Yeah.
And I always go for the clap version because I like watching this stuff.
I always go for the heckle just because it's funny. Arthur has some pretty good one-liners.
Yeah. Yeah. But those are all of my characters.
We gotta mention Hamish Sinclair. He has a pretty good impact on Arthur as a character. He's the veteran. Out by like O'Crea's Run.
He's the
hunter veteran.
Yeah.
And Rip, but he has an impact on Arthur.
Yeah.
As a character. And sister, what's her name?
Brother and sister.
No. I'm looking it up right now.
What?
Sister Calderon. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sister Calderon.
Yeah.
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's both the sister and the brother. It's like brother, I forgot his name, but it's Sister Calderon.
Okay.
And, because it's, or sister and like father or something like that.
There were a good amount of side characters who had an impact on Arthur.
Oh,
Sister
absolutely.
was one of them.
Yeah.
Hamish was one, and then Charlotte Balfour, she's another one. She's a widow, in Red Dead 2, where you can meet and help her at her cabin in Roanoke Ridge. Your first mission with her is teaching her how to hunt.
Yeah.
So then when you come back as John, she's living a good life.
She's living a good life.
Because Arthur taught her how to hunt, now she is thriving.
Yeah.
So she had just as much an impact on you as you did on her.
Yeah.
And I like how there
are also small nods to see Arthur again. There's a specific spot in Saint Denis. There is like a donating box where if you donate money, you put your name on the plaque.
Yep.
if you do that, your name actually goes on the plaque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a vampire in Saint Denis as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. I never really figured that out.
I got it like 3 times already. It gives an ornate knife, which is really cool. I like collecting all the weapons in the game because there's like 50 something you can collect.
Jeez.
Yeah. And I'm looking up Arthur one-liners right now.
I haven't completed the game like that. I've completed the game like normal story, but not like completing.
I've 100%ed it twice.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
And when you 100% it, there's a pretty nice cutscene that happens where John is at Arthur's grave, and he writes something in the journal, and then places the journal on Arthur's grave, and he's like, "Well, we finally did it, buddy." Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. And it's really nice.
Arthur. All right. Let's get into story time.
Yeah.
Story time. We got 6 chapters, and I think it's two epilogues, but I only got through like one of them. So chapter 1 is called Coulter. We start in the cold after escaping a robbery gone wrong. It was basically set up by the Pinkertons. Dutch and Micah were going to hit it while Arthur and Hosea had a different robbery idea. This is where we meet most of the gang members. We also meet Sadie here, but she's not part of the gang yet. She doesn't really get involved until chapter 3, but we fight and see the O'Driscolls, and we find out they were going to rob a train. We beat them to it and rob it ourselves. It turns out it's Cornwall's train.
Yeah.
Woo! And then after the whole robbing train, oh yeah, that's also the part where I learned that I hate Bill, because it's the whole like dynamite bit that he like painstakingly set up hours before we get there, and it doesn't even work. Doesn't even work.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you had how much time to set that thing up? Like,
yeah.
get your head out of your ass. Like, dude would not, dude. So again, after the robbery, we move on to Horseshoe Overlook. Moving on to more warmer place in the small town called Valentine. We meet the characters more and rob people. Yay! We also help some. For instance, there's a side character, unnamed, and I think they are named, I just said unnamed. And they say they remember us from Blackwater. We get into a chase. We can either save him from slipping off a cliff or let him fall. Helping him makes him give you a nice pen. Period.
And you can sell it for $10.
True. Now, throughout the game, your actions affect the end of how the camp feels about you. If you rob and kill all the time, you get the sort of bad endings with Arthur. The good deeds you do, side missions, donate to the camp, do chores for the camp, etc. Anything that's good brings up your honor. That's what the whole thing is called, and gives you better endings. Strauss asks you to be a debt collector and collect debt. This is where there's this one family where they owe the biggest debt, and we try to collect it. However, the father has tuberculosis and coughs on Arthur. That is important. We interact with the Pinkertons after fishing with Jack, and it spooks us enough to move camps. Oh, and Micah gets arrested. We have to break him free. Hate doing that mission.
Yep, hate that.
Oh wait, this is also the chapter where we get Lenny drunk.
Lenny!
where us and Lenny get drunk, and literally it's so funny.
One of my favorite lines comes from that scene where Arthur's like, "How much do you two ladies cost?" And the ladies are like, "That ain't no way to talk to a lady." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady."
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady like that. It was like boom.
The delivery on that was A+.
It was like whoa.
Delivery was A+ on that.
Chapter 3, Clemens Point. I like this chapter. In all caps. We get a boat.
Yeah.
we get a boat, and actually you can go to this little separate island. Have you been there? You've been there. Okay, cool.
You can also get back to Siska Penitentiary.
Oh yeah. It takes a while for that.
It does. Yeah.
There's this family feud, and Dutch and Micah realize they could play both sides. We could rob the bank we also robbed the bank at Valentine with Karen, Bill, and Lenny. Karen literally, I think, planned out the entire robbery.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Because she was like in Valentine, and I think it was a mix of her and the other women of the group. They all planned it.
Well, that
Karen was like the main one.
I think Karen. Well, I mean, I never really saw.
No, they all. I think they all went into like Valentine together.
Well, that was in chapter 2. Whenever me, Uncle.
No, I know, but they all went into Valentine together, and then Karen planned the robbery. Yeah.
Okay.
At least that's what I think. But yeah, and then there's like an option for Karen to like either go in and act drunk or dead.
Yeah, or the lost girl.
Yeah, that one.
It's either the drunk in Harlem or the lost girl.
Yeah.
And either one of them is funny.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it, you hear it. And then whenever she goes, all right, everyone, hands in the air, and we're like, all right, here we go. It's actually really funny.
Yeah.
So the robbery is a success. We get a good crap ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
But we also play as acting deputies in the town of Rhodes, literally right in the middle of the family feud.
Yep.
With the Grays and the Braithwaites. And Hosea plays the Braithwaites, and while Dutch plays the Grays. It's either Dutch or John who does that.
Dutch. Yeah, Dutch is the one that does that.
Yeah.
I also think Hosea is trying to keep the peace while also playing both sides, because Hosea is taking a smarter approach. Meanwhile,
Hosea is smart.
Yeah, Dutch is just like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just want to get to Tahiti.
Yeah. Yeah. What he really wants to do is go back to Blackwater, pick up that money that was left there.
Yeah.
And go to Tahiti. Because apparently it was a lot of money there.
I have a plan.
I have a goddamn plan.
I have a goddamn plan.
Yeah. Have you guys lost faith in me?
Have you guys lost faith in me?
Like, shut up. We perform specific missions, and also there's a love interest between the family. Bo and that other girl, I forgot her name.
Bo Finley and Penelope Braithwaite.
Yeah, Penelope. Yeah. And during this process, we help them get together and escape. And
which that series of missions is actually really fun.
It's not bad. Yeah. The one where we have to like sneak through the Braithwaite's house to get to Penelope, that sort of pisses me off a little bit.
No, there's an easy way to get around that. You just take the edge, and then it's just like
that's literally what I do. Yeah, that's literally what I do. Yeah, I just take the edge, but it's just like son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But again, we perform specific missions with each family. Robin, I think Braithwaite's horses.
Mm-hmm.
Burning down the Gray's tobacco field.
Yep.
Just a bunch of other stuff.
Robin the moonshine.
Yeah, Robin the
I don't know. I think it was from the Braithwaites, and you brought it to the Grays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because literally Lee takes like a bottle and just downs it.
Yeah.
And it's like a big bottle. It's like a gallon-sized bottle.
Oh my god.
Like dude.
It's a tumbler, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just big.
Mm.
But each family soon ties 2 and 2 together and realize that we are playing both sides. We all take a stroll in Rhodes. Me, Sean, who are the others? I think Bill, and Micah.
Yeah. Mind-blowing scene, by the way.
Literally. This is where Sean dies.
Gets shot in the head. Mind blown.
All right.
I'm milking it.
All right. And then, so Lee is there as well. And after that, we end up killing Lee.
Mm.
And then afterwards, we head back to camp, and Abigail's screaming at us, going like, "They took Jack! Where's my son? Where the hell is my son?" And everyone's like, "Oh shit, we gotta go to the Braithwaites." And so every single one of the men all gang up And it's one. Yeah, you love that mission. I love that mission too.
Oh, well, that's one of my favorites. There's a movie it mimics it from, but I can't remember the name of the movie.
There are a lot of horror movie references in this game.
No, it's not a horror movie. It's like an actual Western movie, but it's like, oh, that scene gives me chills every time.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
I love that bit too. It is insane, and I love it.
Like the listeners cannot see how I was just like reacting to that. I was just
you were losing your shit.
Yeah.
You were absolutely losing your shit. Because I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I was looking at my notes, and literally whenever I go, every single one of the men, you were like, see?
Yeah.
And I'm looking over it, and I'm like, you are losing your mind.
Yeah.
But for the viewers at home, they totally should be watching the gameplay.
Yeah.
Totally should be.
Hold on.
The long gameplay, good luck. The shorter gameplay, that works. Because it is a really long game.
Oh, that scene took inspiration from Django Unchained.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, they all basically stand in a exactly horizontal line, and they all walk up to Catherine's house and go, "Where's Jack? We need Jack." And literally,
Where's the boy?
Where is the boy?
I love Hosea's lines in that. He's like, "Where is the boy?"
Yeah, no, he goes, "Where is the boy, Mrs. Braithwaite?" And she goes, I gave your boy the Angelo Bronte." And Dutch is like, "All right, we're done here, and burn this house down." So it's literally like you basically commit arson.
Yeah.
And you burn down her house after literally murdering her entire family, by the way.
And let me say, that building, that house is based on a real life plantation in Louisiana.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. And then so again, she dies. You can actually see her body in the epilogue or Red Dead Online. It's her charred body just on the ground, like basically.
You can get a collectible from it too.
Yeah, you can also get a gold barn from her house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a collectible. It's their brooch.
Yeah.
It's the Braithwaite brooch. Yeah. And then after going back, Pinkerton spot us again, but actually walk into our camp when we're like, all right, we gotta move now. And that's whenever we move on to chapter 4. And this is where basically I started slowing down. This is where shit goes down. But it's also, we get a house! We get a house, and Arthur gets his own room.
That's one of my favorite camps.
That's one of the best camps that we have. Like, we get our own room. We get a full-blown fucking house. However, it has O'Driscolls in it. We have to go and kill them.
Yeah.
And also, like, dump their body in the sewer.
But it comes equipped with machine guns, so.
I know, that's right.
Yeah.
And I think John comes with us to do that.
Yeah.
We meet Bronte, and we find Jack. After convincing Bronte that we're not that much of a threat, he invites us to a little mayoral thing. And we see fireworks, and we all get dressed up in suits and no hats, I don't like that look as much. Well, I think the suits are kind of cool. The suits aren't horrible. The suits aren't horrible. It's just the no hat. Like, give Arthur his hat.
I kind of like it because you see him all game with his hat on.
Arthur and his hat is so fun.
Well, see, I am straight, so I don't think that.
Well, that's all right. Well, that could be a straight thing to say. All right, never mind. All right, all right. Yeah, no, we get invited to a mayoral party, and we actually meet the mayor of the city,
Henry Lemieux.
Yeah. And the city's name is Saint Denis.
Saint Denis, yep.
It's the first life of industrialism, and it's sad. The city looks great, and it really shows what it was like to see industrialism firsthand. We also rob a cruise ship, and Dutch starts doubting Hosea. And the cruise ship was a nice big success.
I will say, that is one of the only missions where I like Strauss.
True.
Because
because he helps us basically rig the game.
Yeah.
Because we're playing what, poker?
Yeah, poker.
Yeah.
And then Strauss is like sitting like
he's
near
sitting,
you.
Yeah, he's sitting behind one of our biggest opponents.
Yeah.
And he's telling us whether to call or like to fold.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's the only time I ever liked Strauss.
Yeah.
And then at some point, during like any big missions where you bring Jack back or something like really happy happens, you get a full-blown celebration. You get like people having crates of like beer and whiskey set out for you to just pick up, and literally Arthur doesn't even need a bottle opener for this. He doesn't need a bottle opener to open up a bottle of beer. He does it by hand.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you do that, dude?
Well, they're all pretty strong because they have to like.
It depends if you want to make Arthur strong or not. You can actually make Arthur fat.
Well, yeah, I know. But I don't think that has any merit on that scene. I think he's just naturally like kind of strong.
I guess.
Just because of all the fitness he does with all like the horse riding and like gunslinging and all that.
Yeah, it also, if you want to have good honor doing chores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I never ended the game. I never ended Arthur with bad honor.
Me neither. I always ended the game with good honor.
Especially since I think kicking Strauss out of the camp gives you the maximum honor.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I fucking hate Strauss.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's like what, chapter 6 where we're in Beaver Hollow and
I hate Beaver Hollow.
Beaver Hollow sucks. And so that's whenever we see the Strauss, and then we're like, all right, we've had enough of your bullshit. Take your shit and leave. And Strauss is like, he's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Arthur's like, take your shit and go. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, Strauss.
It's also revealed later that Strauss died while he was held captive.
Yeah, he was held captive, and then we learned that he dies from like from being tortured.
Yeah.
And that was like during the epilogue. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That I thought that was cool, and also made me even happier.
I don't know. I felt indifferent about it. I didn't feel happy about it. I was like, oh, that's actually interesting. But
it was yes, it was very interesting, but I'm like, no more debt collecting.
Yeah. Lumbago.
All right. So Dutch starts to doubt Hosea, and then we are talking with Dutch, and Dutch had this whole thing planned out about talking to us, and then that's whenever we see Kieran. Well, actually, before that, Molly actually comes up to us and goes like, hey, have you seen Kieran around by any chance? And we're like, no, not really.
I think it was Mary Beth.
Sorry, Mary Beth. Yeah.
Because Mary Beth and Kieran had a little thing going on.
They did. Because I think even though we sort of like quote unquote tortured him in chapter 2 after like hanging him onto the pole and just having him there, and then becoming like a horse hand, because he never really left the camp. He was like one of the only guys other than Swanson, Trelawney, Strauss, like anyone to like pick up a gun. Even though he totally could have, he just never did. Well, actually no, scratch that, he did whenever we had to go to like and raid like in O'Driscoll's place. Yeah.
One of my favorite moments with Kieran is when he and Arthur are fishing and they just see this naked
man
just swimming.
They see this full-blown naked dude going across the lake, and we're like, hey, yo, what?
Yep.
What?
And there's some pretty good one-liners there.
I know. The guy's like, beautiful day, right? And we're like, sure.
Yeah, it's hold on. It's where is it? I just saw it.
It was actually it's a funny little side bit.
Yeah, I want to read it cuz I just saw it.
like robbing homesteads with Javier is fun. Going fishing with Jack and Kieran is fun. Going hunting with Charles is fun. Like, just doing that type of stuff is fun. Especially with, like, I think it's a side mission with Lenny, and he does say a slur, but that's the only time you're ever going to hear that slur.
Yeah. It's okay. I can't find the line, but it's basically like, Kieran's like, "Did you see that?" And Arthur's like, "Is that the reason why you like coming out here so much?"
Oh,
yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
I think I forgot about that. Oh, wow. I need to go back and look and listen to all these one-liners and just laugh. And then that's whenever we see Kieran. And bro looks like Ghost Rider.
Except without the fire. I will say, side note, try to power through this because we're already at 9:08.
Yeah.
And there's still a bunch more of the game.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I'm cutting Guarma and Beaver Hollow short. So Kieran's dead. Womp womp. We had this whole massive thing about it, and Jose is like, he was a good kid, and everyone's like, yeah. And then we go on to the bank robbery. Goes south fast. John gets arrested. Hosea and Lenny dies, and we escape on the ship. It's us. It's Arthur, Dutch, Charles, Bill, Javier, Micah, all with us. No, not Bill. Scratch that. No Bill. Right?
That's
no. Yes, Bill.
I also want to mention how Abigail is the one that sets off the distraction.
She does.
She blows something up.
Yeah, she blows something up and sets off a distraction and runs off. And then I believe, not Molly, Susan preps up the camp and moves us to someplace else after we escape Guarma. But we're on the cargo ship, and cargo ship goes south in the storm, and we land in Guarma. And we don't know that, but until later, because Arthur thinks it's Tahiti, and Dutch kills an old lady in Guarma. That was interesting.
Hola, por favor.
Yeah. He goes hola, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then we also go have the whole battle with Fusar, work with Hercule, and we have that entire boat battle scene that you were talking about that you really enjoyed. It is fun, yeah. It is fun. After that, we escape Guarma and go back home. And we go to Shady Belle. We realize that no one's there. We kind of realize where they went because they had left a note, and we go and go back to our place, and that's when we move to Beaver Hollow. Well, actually, no. We do spend a couple of days at that camp. Not Beaver Hollow yet, but it's the other one. But we get swamped by the Pinkertons, and we literally have to fight our way out of that. But no one dies in that. And then Beaver Hollow. This is whenever we get our ending with Arthur. Fuck. We travel
the culmination of Arthur's story.
Yeah. We travel through Saint Denis, and we feel like our lungs are basically collapsing in on each other and basically pass out. And the guy helps us to the medic, and literally I hated the medic at this point because he goes, yeah, no, I can't really do anything if you don't got money. I'm like, son of a bitch. And we get diagnosed with tuberculosis, and I'm like, what? Yeah, but I literally was so pissed off because my boy is dying, dude. And then so Arthur has this whole thing, and somehow, I was about to say somewhat into that chapter, we interact with the guy's wife that we tried to collect the debt from, and we realize that his father's dead. Wife is not doing too good. The kid is trying to do some.
That's only after you do like the other quests where you run into her.
There's a couple other quests that you do with her. Yeah. But there's also that one mission where we break John out of prison. It's like me, Sadie, and Abigail that do it all. And then Sadie also goes up to us and go, hey, you want to get a strawberry and kill all the O'Driscolls, like all the O'Driscolls left? Because that mission takes place after Colm's hanging. And we already just talked about Colm's hanging, so. And we see Sadie be an absolute badass, killing the rest of the O'Driscolls. Like, girl, you better work. And then this is whenever shit goes down because Micah has already gotten to Dutch's head, and Dutch basically has like a natural standoff. Me, like Arthur and John are on one side. Dutch, Micah, Bill, Javier are on the other. Javier has his guns pointed up, which is great. I like that little nod. Mm-hmm. Charles, I think is with Eagle Flies and Rainfalls. There's that whole part with the Army, the U.S. Army. Again, watch the gameplay for that chapter, for this chapter, because it does get sort of heartfelt. Mm-hmm. So it gets to that point. What else? What else? Fuck. So it's back to at that standoff. Because apparently there was like more money hidden within the cave, because there was a cave at that camp, which kind of sucked. And all the women escape. Pearson escapes. Uncle escapes. Swanson escapes. Trelawney was nowhere to be seen. We kick Strauss out. Thank fucking God. And then, Molly. Molly literally comes in drunk in chapter 6 and goes, I was the rat. And literally, like, Susan kills her. I'm like, oh. Mm. And then Dutch kills Susan. And then all that fun stuff happens. We get into this fight with Dutch. If you have the good ending, you get into this fight with Dutch at the cliffside, and you can either you get into a fight with Micah. Sorry, not Dutch. You wish you could kill him, but you don't. And then Dutch is doing this whole thing. It's going like, who the fuck are you guys now? Like, you're not my friends anymore. And he sort of walks away, leaving the guys to their own. Micah runs off. Arthur succumbs. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there was this one part where I thought was adorable, where someone asks, like, where do you want to die, Arthur? Or like, where do you want to be buried? And he goes, like, on the hillside, facing the sun. And I'm like, oh. And then if you get the good honor, you pass away on a hillside facing the sun. Mm-hmm. And it I think Unshaken plays.
Yep, it does.
That's literally where I cry. That's literally where I cry. And then the epilogue, you play as John. It's about 5 years after Arthur's death. Jack is actually a teenager at this point. Abigail starting to slowly hate you a little bit because you're kind of a dick. And then you work on becoming a better person. You find Uncle and Charles, and you build a house. And you propose to Abigail using, I believe, Arthur's ring that was supposed to be used for Mary. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was really cute. And Abigail says yes, and they all get married. Yay! And that's the end of that. That's how far I got in the epilogue. Mm-hmm. I was about to say, is that it? Yeah.
There's some important things in the epilogue though. John's trying to establish them settling down, but he has to protect the farm they like live on for a bit.
Yeah.
Which kind of brings him back into the gunslinging. He meets Sadie at a bar. And Sadie is out for revenge as well.
But she's also just a bounty hunter.
She's also a bounty hunter. And she kind of gets John to help her out. But then later on, we learn Sadie is hot on the trail of Micah and Dutch.
Oh, I forgot about the part where we get to kill Micah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that part.
Yep. And then Sadie comes to John's cabin because they're also living with Charles.
Yeah.
And Sadie's like, I found Micah. We gotta end this. And Abigail protests at first, but then John's like, I gotta do this. I gotta do this to protect you all. And John goes with Sadie. Charles joins them. And then Abigail's like, damn you, John Marston. And then they ride all the way to the top of Mount Hagen, or Mount Sean, or whatever it was. One of the two mountains.
With some of the best music ever, by the way.
And then you shoot your way through a bunch of outlaws, make your way to the top, and then there's a standoff between you, Micah, and Dutch.
Yeah.
And you gotta look between Micah, look between Dutch, and then eventually, at the end, Dutch shoots Micah. Finally, and then
we finish the job.
Micah laughs at it. And then he raises his guns, and then you go into Deadeye mode, and you shoot Micah a bunch of times.
Blah, 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 and he. Well, I mean, there's that also that it's pretty okay one-liner from Micah. He after he gets shot.
You shot me.
You shot me.
Yeah, you shot me good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and then he dies.
And
yeah.
But I love the whole faceplay of death. I love it so much.
Yeah.
All right. But no, I forgot to mention about the part where we kill Micah. I love that part so much.
And now I'm gonna power through GTA 5 story since I only have 25 minutes to do it.
Oh. Sorry.
And so the intro, we start out in Ludendorff, North Yankton. We rob a bank, and we are wearing masks, so you can't really see who we're playing as. We start out. Brad throws a hostage to the floor. And you're playing as Michael, who coincidentally shares the name as me. And you're robbing this bank. And there's a bank vault that you have to blow up. So you pull up. So I think Trevor or someone on the inside rigged an explosive. And then you call the number, which detonates the bomb. Then you go to the vault, grab all the money, and then on your way out, a security guard stops Michael, grabs him, has a gun to his head, and is like, I seen your face, I'll remember you. And Michael's like, you forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them. And that is important. Remember that for later, that line.
Okay.
And then you switch to Trevor.
You have that game mechanic where you could switch between Michael, Trevor, and Franklin.
But Franklin's not here yet.
No.
But so you switch to Trevor, and then you shoot the security guard in the head, freeing Michael.
Yeah.
And they all just essentially take their masks off, because you have Michael, Brad, and Trevor. And then you go to the little garage. Trevor opens the door. And then you get into a shootout with the North Yankton police, or the Ludendorff police, I think, actually. And then your getaway driver is waiting for you. You get in the car, your getaway driver gets shot. So now, you're playing as Michael. You have to take control of the car. You have to drive it. You have to beat a train to get to the escape helicopter.
You have an escape car, a getaway driver, an escape chopper.
So you're kind of racing to beat this train. You cut it close, but the back end of the car gets hit by the train. So you crash, everyone gets out, and then Brad gets shot by some unknown person. We'll know who it is later. But then Michael also gets shot. But Michael doesn't die, Brad does. And then Trevor gets into like a little shootout with the police, and then he runs away, goes into hiding, and then we go into 2017.
Yeah.
You start out as Franklin, the third playable character, and you are with his best friend Lamar, and you're boosting cars for Simeon. Until
Franklin and Lamar have some of the funniest interactions.
Yeah.
That one interaction where he sings that word.
Yep.
It is so funny because I've seen it get modded a couple of times to make it like Kirby doing it. Or
Yep.
It's so funny.
But anyway, as they're on their way to find these cars, they run into Michael, who's sitting on the pier in Los Santos, and he Franklin asks him for directions. He's like, "Hey, homie, you know where I could find this address at?" Michael's like, "No, homie, I don't." And then Franklin and Lamar go to walk away, and Michael's like, "Actually, wait." And then he points to the house that they're supposed to be at. They go boost the cars. There's a few missions where you have to like boost different cars, like basically Franklin introduction missions as well. And then you get to where you have to like, you go into Simeon's, because Simeon's your boss. You go in his dealership, and you see a kid named Jimmy talking to Simeon about a car, this bright yellow like Hummer-looking car, and then you have to. That's another like boosting mission, I think. But then a few missions after, you get a call from Simeon, saying that you have to go boost you have to go boost a car from a house, but you have to like get into the house. You go to the house, you climb in through the upper floor bathroom window.
Insane.
You sneak through the house, and then you get into the garage, and then you get into the car. You start driving. All is normal at first. You start driving until you reach the dealership, in which case Michael comes out of the back seat, and is pointing a gun at your head. And Michael essentially just tells Franklin to drive right through the window of the dealership. And Franklin does. And then you switch to Michael for the first time since the prologue.
Yeah.
And then you fist fight Simeon. You win. And then eventually Michael runs into Franklin again and is like, let me buy you a drink sometime and I'll tell you all about the business, kid. And Franklin actually shows up to Michael's house one time and tries to take Michael up on it, until Michael gets a call from his son Jimmy, saying that their yacht was stolen because Jimmy tried selling it to some shady people. So then you have to like go with Franklin. You have to take your wife's car. You have to like find out where the yacht is, and then you have to like chase it down as it's being like. You have to chase down this truck that's like holding the yacht on the back of it. And Jimmy's
wife having this whole thing with like her personal trainer.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
Yeah, that's not important.
Okay.
But we chase down the yacht. Jimmy's on the yacht. Franklin, you have to like actually drive close to the yacht because Franklin gets on the hood of the car and jumps onto the yacht while you're like in a high-speed chase.
Insane.
And then you have to like shoot guys while you're driving off the yacht. And then you have to like drive under the yacht again because you catch Jimmy and then you catch Franklin. And then as you're about to chase the yacht, the car breaks down. You get it repaired. Franklin drives Jimmy back to the house. And then eventually Michael runs into an old friend. No, actually, Michael runs into... Actually, yeah, the personal trainer thing is kind of important because he is basically like getting too sexual with Michael's wife.
Right.
And Michael basically chases him down to his hillside house. And he goes with Franklin because at this point they're kind of like... Michael's kind of showing Franklin the ropes in a way.
Right.
And then Michael goes to the house. He sees a tow truck. puts the hook of the tow truck onto like the supports of the house, and then uses the winch to like pull the supports like off the house. So the house falls off the hillside, and then you get a call from this angry Russian woman. She's like, red light, Martin Madrazo give you red light.
That is so funny.
And then you meet Martin Madrazo, who is like I don't want to say a mob boss, but he's like an influential person with loads of money, and that was his house you just destroyed. And you have to like pay him like $2 million for it. And Michael's like, I don't have that kind of money. So he talks to his friend Lester about a job, about any job, which is where a bank heist comes in. You do the prep work for the bank heist, and this I'm gonna be going a little slow here just because the intro is kind of important for establishing everything. But so you do this bank heist, and things kind of go wrong. Security shows up, and Michael talks to one of the guards and is like, you forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them.
Wow.
And after the mission, Michael and Franklin go into a little bit of temporary hiding. So then the only character you could play as is Trevor now. His intro, he's in his kitchen doing some stuff with somebody.
I remember seeing that. It was awesome.
And on the TV, he says he sees this interview with the security guard, and the security guard says, security guard is basically like, yeah, he said you forget 1,000 things every day, make sure this is one of them. Trevor sees that, stops what he's doing, because up to now he's thought Michael was dead. Because he saw Michael get shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he saw Michael get shot. He thought Michael was dead, but then this line just comes back out of nowhere that his former best friend used to say.
Yeah.
And then cue Trevor going to like the Lost gang hideout, like killing all the Lost MC bikers, and then he makes his way to Los Santos because Trevor's living out in the desert in Sandy Shores.
Mm-hmm.
He makes his way out to the city to find Michael, and when you're playing as Michael, or when you're playing as Franklin, you can go into Michael's house. You're playing as Michael. There's a scene in Michael's house. You're like watching TV or something. Yeah, you're watching TV.
Nice.
And Trevor comes in, and he's like, I forget the line he said, but Trevor comes in, says something, and Michael's like, Trevor? And keep in mind, Michael's family is here as well, so Michael's kind of scared for his family because Trevor is very unstable.
Yeah.
He's a very unstable and maniacal person.
Yeah.
Trevor kind of freaks out at the fact that he thought Michael was dead, but he's been living in the cush luxury all this time, while Trevor had to suffer in the desert.
Yeah, Trevor lives in like a trailer park.
Yeah, and basically, we learn from Jimmy that Michael's daughter Tracy is auditioning for a show called Fame or Shame, where there's a perverted host, and Michael does not like this, so he goes to stop it, and he brings Trevor along with him, and then they enter the studio. Tracy's like, Mike, that's my dad and Uncle Trevor?
That one was insane.
And you chase the host Laszlo down in a semi-truck. You're driving a semi-truck, you have to chase him down, and you basically humiliate him like live in front of everybody. Right. And then you just keep establishing this relationship between Michael and Trevor, exploring it. You pay off Martin Madrazo finally, but then you also have Trevor thrown into the mix now, where he wants to do this heist, where he wants to rob a private military company called Merryweather.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like a nuclear like little testing site on the bottom. There's a piece of technology he wants to grab. There's a heist before this, but I forget what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a device at the bottom of the ocean that you have to like actually prep for. You have to get a sub. You have to get a helicopter. And this mission pisses me off because it would have been a really high payout. It was like, I think it was like a 10 million estimated payout.
Yeah.
But Trevor didn't go through Lester, who normally plans these heists, because Lester's like the genius behind these.
Right.
The creepy genius behind them. And so Trevor does this, and Lester, who is at this point in the hospital for some reason, like I think a procedure or like routine procedure,
Yeah.
and he like shows up and he's like, "You put that back down there now," and Trevor's like, "God damn it, Lester," or something like that, and then Michael's like, "We'll find something, T," and then there's like this story of corruption between the IAA and the FIB. There's like a little battle going on between them, because we find out that it was Davey, one of the FIB people, who shot Michael in the beginning because it was staged.
Wow.
Davey was supposed to shoot Brad. Davey was supposed to shoot Michael. But I think Brad was a casualty that they did not expect, because Davey shot Brad, also killing Brad. But Michael wanted out of the game, and that's how he got out. Originally was Davey shooting him, going into witness protection. And now Davey is like battling with his new boss, Steve Haynes, who is kind of like the GTA equivalent of PC Principal from South Park. Kind of looks like PC Principal. Steve Haynes is a douchebag. There's a mission he sends you on where you have to like extract this guy from the IAA headquarters, and you have to you go up this window cleaning like thing, this little lift, and you're like rappelling down the building to the window that you have to like rescue him from, and then you go through the window, grab him, and you get into a shootout while you're just suspended in midair.
Insane.
And then you have to. Oh my god, I'm talking so much right now. I'm trying to power through this.
You're good.
And then Steve basically forces Trevor to interrogate this innocent guy. And then something comes up where the IAA has files on Michael, Trevor, and Franklin, and they have to break into the IAA headquarters. And the way I always do it is I always go with the fireman approach, where you go in as a janitor, you plant some bombs on the top floors, and then you go out, and then you come back as fireman after detonating the bombs in the building.
Insane.
You go all the way up, and then get the files, and then you just leave the building. So then you go to meet Davey at the observatory for something. And I'm skipping out on a lot of plot points here just because of time.
Yeah.
You meet him at the observatory, because at this point Michael and Trevor split. They are not talking to each other anymore, and that's important that they're not talking to each other right now at this point, because they got into a really big fight.
I was about to say Trevor gets into a lot of fights and just doesn't talk to Michael.
They get into a really big falling out with each other. Yeah. Which basically makes them be like, if I see him, I'm gonna kill him on sight.
Yeah.
And so when Michael's meeting Davey at this like little observatory or whatever it is, Steve Haynes basically comes in. Steve Haynes basically comes in saying, because he was a double agent, and then there was another person who's Steve Haynes' like personal security, who's also double agent. So it's Michael and Davey facing off against Steve Haynes and his like assistant, And then the IAA comes in as well. The IAA like storms into the area, and then Merryweather storms into the area. So then you get this really big shootout between you, the IAA, and Merryweather. And then you have to actually pause it real quick. I'm gonna show you this clip. So yeah, that scene between the FIB, IAA, Merryweather, Michael, Davey, Steve, and the other guy.
That's a good little cutscene.
Yeah, it's kind of important too, because as you're fighting your way through the compound, Michael and Davey start getting like kind of surrounded.
Yeah.
And there's a chopper that starts like shooting at them, and then the chopper gets shot down by somebody. You want to guess who it gets shot down by?
Trevor?
Yep. Trevor is at a vantage point with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
And he's like, if anybody's gonna kill you, old friend, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
Trevor kind of comes to Michael's rescue. And then Trevor joins the fight, and then you make your way out of the compound. And then after this, you start planning the big one, which is
it's the big heist, isn't it?
The big heist, the Union Depository.
Yeah.
And you can either go with the subtle approach or the loud approach. I always go with the subtle, because you get some of the armored trucks.
Yeah.
You go in one of the armored trucks, and then you have to get these gauntlets, these cars called gauntlets. You have to like mod them out so they could hold like 2 tons of weight, because you're gonna be robbing the gold from the Union Depository. And then you go into the Union Depository. You can either like drill into it, or you can like just like use the access to gain, like you can use the uniform to gain access to the vault.
Right.
And then just bring the carts out into the truck that you have. And then you go into like the little like parking area behind it, unload the gold into the gauntlet cars. There's a little bit of a shootout that happens because they kind of catch on to you.
Yeah.
You get away in the gauntlets. You drive through the streets, and then there's like you have to meet in the storm drain because there's 2 trucks that are driving. Paige, one of the hackers, I think, is driving one of them, and then someone else is driving another one. One of the getaway drivers you hire. And then you drive into the backs of the trucks. The trucks drive into the tunnels, and then you get away cleanly. And then it takes a bit for you get paid for that, because they have to like process the gold and all that. They have to like melt it and like refine it. So then you get a call. You're playing as Franklin. You get a call from you get a knock from Devin Weston, who is this douchebag billionaire who used you, Michael, and Trevor to boost cars for him.
I hate Devin Weston, because I saw the cutscene towards the ending of the game, and he literally just like walks into your house and starts like jogging in place.
Yeah,
like, dude,
he
stop.
knocks on Franklin's door. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you this amount of money if you kill Michael, or whatever."
Yeah.
And then I forget who it was, but someone else wants Franklin to kill Trevor. I think Steve Haynes wants Franklin to kill Trevor.
Yeah, I think Steve Haynes wants Trevor dead.
Yeah. And then you get this choice as Franklin, where you can either select to kill Michael, kill Trevor, or you get the Death Wish option, which I always choose Death Wish, because that's the more fun one.
It is.
So
I've watched it. It looks great.
Upon choosing Death Wish, you get you call Lamar, your best friend Lamar, and you like, "Hey man, Michael and Trevor, I think they're in trouble. I need you to join me." So Franklin picks Lamar up. They go to the place where they're like melting the gold from the heist. The Foundry, it's called. And then
insane.
And then Michael and Trevor are like at each other's throats there. Oh my god. 9:45.
Yeah, they were held at like gunpoint, weren't they?
Yeah, they're having each other at gunpoint. Franklin comes in, breaks it up, and I'm speeding up because it's 9:44.
Yeah.
And then
I'm sure Angela will be fine.
I won't be. And then there will be a fight where you have to like fight between these all different like groups. I'm not gonna name them. But then after you fight all of them,
You have
the group
3 targets to take care of, right?
The group kind of splits the targets up, and then you have to kill this guy Stretch, who did Franklin wrong. I think Michael does that. Trevor does Steve Haynes, and then someone kidnaps Devin Weston. I think it's Franklin. And then the ending is when you're driving with Devin Weston in the back of his car.
Yeah.
You meet up with Michael and Trevor at sunset at this like little cliff side. You get out of the car, open the trunk, see Devin Weston tied up, and then they're like, it was nice knowing you, buddy. Not really. And then they close the trunk. They start pushing the car off the cliff. The car goes off the cliff, hits the water, explodes, and then Michael ends the scene off with one thing. He's like, "You're right about one thing, T. I'm getting way too old for this shit." And then
I love that one-liner.
And then the camera zooms out while the sunset's going down.
Yeah.
And then you see everyone driving away. Yeah. And then that's the end.
And that's GTA 5.
And then at the end, you get kind of a little like sanity report because during the game, Michael goes to see his therapist a lot of the times, and you see that little like sheet that the therapist has at the end of the game, just like after the credits. But yeah, that's GTA 5.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Both games beautiful by Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. Excited for fucking GTA 6.
Yep.
Really excited for that.
I can't wait.
I would love if they did another thing with Red Dead. I know that they've done Mafia, so that's going to be another game I would like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I know that for me and my family, Christmas is coming up. Because we are not going to be spending the traditional Christmas at home. We'll be spending it in Ohio, for personal reasons, and so we're not going to be spending Christmas on Christmas Day, and so I think we're going to be doing something like either before or after. I don't care, whatever happens. I do not care, but I know for sure I'm going to be asking my dad if I can get the new Mafia game. Deadpool VR game. I'm definitely gonna be talking about that by the time it comes out. I'm so excited for Deadpool VR. That's gonna be so much fun. And there are so many more games for us to talk about. But as of right now, that is our time. Thank you for giving us a listen. Make sure to follow us on Spotify and YouTube, and we'll see you next time in the hangar.
Bye.